Welcome to the Generational Workshop. It's a beautiful day here right after Christmas. I just want to give you guys a channel update and do a little shop tour. So a couple things are going to change on this channel. Not really change, but we have some other projects that we have to take care of. So I wanted to let you know of what we're doing, what's going on, and show you what's ahead for the year coming up, 2026. So first off, Project Tina is sitting here waiting. I don't want it to fall into YouTube limbo, but had a little financing issue to get the frame that we want and the material we want to build the frame. So we're going to do some other stuff instead and come back to it probably in the spring. So let's go take a tour into the shop. The Generation Workshop is here in Sparks, Nevada at First Choice Automotive. So let's see, up on the rack, we got James's Cougar that we just got tranny back for. We're gonna take care of that. We're putting a tranny in it and we'll get it down, and I'll do some content on that and show you what's going on with that. We got Project Betsy, my wife's truck. She was in here last week working on it. She's gonna be in again this week. And last week she got the transfer case all sealed up and installed. So that's pretty good on that side. Here we have our 1954 second series truck that we're doing for a customer. It's a full custom. We did the chop on it. I do a custom grill on it. Frenched in the headlights. We did some real trick door handles. If you saw that short, they open up real nice. Did some bear claw latches. We're going to do some custom stuff on the dash. One of the things that I wanted to show you that we did, let me move my workbench out of the way, is we actually located the axle properly in the truck. So with it being chopped, the bed needed a little bit of work. So because normally what happens is the center section of the wheel is not centered with the fender. So we wanted that done. So what we did was I actually took and cut the running boards and shortened them 1.25 inches and moved everything forward. And then to make sure that the chop seemed to not be as chopped, maybe give it a little proportional look, I actually lowered the bed down onto the running boards another inch. So everything looks a little proportionate. This is a full airbag truck. It'll be, be able to lay frame. It's got a big block Chevy in it. Right now I'm working on the inner bed for it because it's going to have a wooden tonneau cover that sits over everything and fold up on some linear actuators. All right, what else we got? We got another 67 Cougar that we're doing. This is a 390 factory 390 GT. The guy we're putting back all together stock. So we got the engine in it and the tranny, and we found some stock style exhaust in it. Got a little Corvette in here, 78 Corvette that did oil leak and fixing a window regulator. Over here we have a 1934 Ford that we're actually putting on sharp heads, sharp intake. This is going to be real nice retro styling like it would have been done in the 50s with some upgrades on it, of course, because they didn't have these giant heads back in the day. You could only pick up like Offenhauser or Edelbrock, but these are extra thick for extra cooling. Here we have Mega Mower. Mega Mower is missing the rear end. I was going to try to use the quad axle, but I can. It's just going to be way too much work, and for the price I can get an axle off of Amazon, I'm going to just go that route, and we'll do that. But it does run. All you do to start it is flip on your mag and hit your starter button. Don't worry about that knocking sound. That is my drive coming out of it broke during testing. That's a whole nother story. What do we got in the main shop? We have our fake Lamborghini that's ready to be picked up. It's got a 1996 Lumina motor in it, and they couldn't get it to work because the VATS module is completely missing out of it. And somebody changed the computer, didn't realize it. So we put a VATS module in it and got that to work. VATS module is a vehicle anti-theft system from GM. So this is one of the ones that we're going to be doing on the channel here. This is 1938 Ford we're doing for a customer. He just picked it up, and it's a really nice vehicle, done probably in the late 90s, but it doesn't have enough power, and as you see, it's got a small block Chevy and a Ford. He wants to change that. So what we're doing is we're going to be building a special motor for it, giving it some good amount of horsepower. The customer doesn't want me to give out too many details on it because he doesn't want his friends to know what's coming up on it. The other one we got is this nice Falcon here. This one is getting complete drivetrain swap. We're building a little 302 for it, C4 tranny, redoing the whole front suspension, rear suspension on it. That should be a nice little build to show everybody. What do we got going on here? We have a nice big Bronco that we're taking care of a pinion seal on. Let me show you what's going on in the engine room. So this is Dave's engine room. Engines by Dave. He's my partner in business, and he loves building engines. That's his biggest thing. So we got a small block Chevy. This is a 305 that's actually out of a 50 Merc. I'll show you later. We got a 347 Ford that he's building for a customer here in town that owns a body shop. This is going into an early baby Bronco. Roller, everything real nice. This one here is actually a 1962 327 out of a Corvette that we're putting back to stock to make it a complete numbers matching vehicle. It did not have the right heads on in the beginning, and Dave sourced some heads for it and got that taken care of. The customer's going to come in a couple weeks and get that installed. Here's one most people probably never seen. This one is actually a Studebaker. It's out of our Studebaker Avante. I think it's a 63. Went through, did a complete rebuild on it, shined up everything, and putting it back together stock. Once again, we do stock stuff all the way to full custom stuff. On the shelf, you see some of the other stuff we got going. There's actually, where's the Ford stuff? Up here is our stack of parts for 427 small block Ford that we're going to be building for a Fox body. It'll be twin turbo, be about 1,500 horse. The block is around here for summer. It's actually a Dart block. So those are some of the things coming up on our channel later on. So, like I said earlier, I don't want Project Tina to fall into, as they call it, YouTube limbo. We will get back to it. I have to get a couple other things done. Running a business and trying to do all this stuff and do my YouTube stuff can sometimes get a little tiring. So we do it as we can. I don't want to skimp on Tina. I want it to be proper in the way that I have it envisioned. So stick with us. I love all the support we're getting. We're going to keep up with the shorts, hopefully doing daily little stuff here and there, and keep you abreast of what's going on. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.